So guys, let me share with you exactly what I'm looking out for in the market before entering the market, and also the risk management. Now when it comes to my risk management, I risk a 1:3, and I don't risk more than 0.25% of my account, because right now I'm having a 10k funded account that I'm trading, and the past month has been filled with stop losses, and I am left with like $200 to fail or to lose the account, and I genuinely do not want to lose the account. So I've reduced my risk, or reduced the amount that I'm risking to $20 per trade. If I'm risking 20, I am targeting 60. And I think if I do it that way and I follow my trading plan from to the T, I am definitely going to get out of that drawdown, and I'm going to make some profit from that account. So let me show you exactly what I'm looking out for. This is my chart, and we are going to start with the 1 hour. Before we go there, I first of all look for structure or trend on the 4 hours. If the trend is bullish, this is what I mean by trend being bullish. For people who don't really have an idea, this is what it means to be bullish. And bearish is the opposite, means it goes down like this. Now if a trade is bullish, it means that I'm looking for buys, and if a trade is bearish, I am looking for sells. Now there's another thing that can happen, and the trade can actually go like this, which means that it is actually consolidating. And in this case, most often I don't like to take a trade, because I feel like I don't really see my point of interest, and I don't see the things that I'm looking out for in the market before I take a trade. So we are going to take an example with the case that we are dealing with a bearish market. So let's say we start from here, and price is giving us higher highs. This is a high, this is a low, and this high got broken by this one. So we are going to call this a break-off structure. That means this previous structure is no longer valid. We are now working with this new structure that the market gave us. So I'm going to name this a break-off structure. When I see this, the next thing that I want to ask myself is, am I seeing a key zone? What is a key zone, or a point of interest for me? It's a fair value gap or an order block. So am I seeing a fair value gap? Yes. If I'm seeing a fair value gap, then I'm going to place my fair value gap somewhere. Now if I'm seeing, the next question is going to be, am I seeing an order block? If it's yes, then I'm going to if it's yes for the order block, then I'm going to target this zone as my order block. Now for me, the order block is the last candlestick before a change of structure, right? A last candlestick before market went to the upside or to the downside. Now that I have this, I wait. This is where patience is very important, and I feel like that is one of the things that I lack sometimes, because I feel so anxious, especially in a market that I have never traded before. I don't know if that is a word, but let's move on. Okay, now that I'm seeing this structure, I have all my points of interest. I wait for price to come back to my point of interest, and it's not just going to come back like this. It is going to do its thing. Like the market likes to do its thing, right? Now price has come to my point of interest. I now go to the 5 minutes time frame. On the 5 minutes, I'm looking for a change of character, I'm looking for a fair value gap, and I'm looking for an order block. Okay, let's bring it out. Now on the 5 minutes, let's change the color to maybe red. This is what happens on the 5 minutes. I have my change of character, right? When I get to the 5 minutes, I ask myself the same question. Am I seeing a change of character? Yes. Am I seeing a fair value gap though? And the answer is still yes. If it's no, then that trade is not for me. Now I wait again for price to come back to this fair value gap. Then that is where my entry is. Then price is going to start moving from there, and is going to take out this previous high. You understand? So that is just what I'm looking out for: structure, point of interest, change of character, and a lot of patience. Now let's go to an actual chart. This is a trade that I took last week, and it was on Euro USD, no, JPP JPY. I'm still learning about this pair. That is why I don't really trade it like that. Okay, let's go a step at a time, and let me show you exactly what I was doing right here and why I took this sell. Here you will notice that price is actually bullish, right? It is bullish. Now we are on my point of interest right now, but that is not why we are here. So this was my supply zone, or the zone that created this market to go down. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, price came back here and it left this fair value gap. Cool. I go now to the 5 minutes. On the 5 minutes, I am looking for a change of character and a fair value gap. Let's go back to that spot, and let me take this out. Okay, what happened? You see that here I had this liquidity sweep. So this was like a break of structure. This was the swing low and this was the swing high, right? What happened? Price changed character. This is my change of character here. Let me take this out, and this as well. So this is my change of character. Price gave me a change of character, then price actually left behind a fair value gap, which is here. Immediately price tapped this fair value gap. I already had like set my entry limit for here, and I was targeting a 1:3, and my stop loss was above this swing high. So price actually did its thing, and if you look at it from the 1 hour perspective, you're going to see that price came all the way down here, and now that price has come to my 1 hour buy point of interest, I should be looking for a buy. But the thing now is, right, let's do something together. I cannot take this trade. Why? It's either I missed this trade, or the trade does not fit what I'm looking out for. So we had this liquidity sweep, and we had this change of character to the upside, which is very clear here. So we are going to name that a change of character. Do we have a fair value gap though? Yes, we do. This is my fair value gap here. You see that here we did not get to my fair value gap, neither did we get there here, but we actually did here. So this was actually going to be a very good trade for me when it comes to a buy setup. My stop loss was going to be here, and I'm targeting a 1:3, which is going to be somewhere here. And if you want to look, so far this trade has given me a 1:1.75, and I'm waiting out for a 1:3. So that is literally what I am looking out for in a trade, and I am really going to put in my best when it comes to discipline this year, because that is one thing I really struggle with, following exactly my trading plan. And if as a trader you don't follow your trading plan to the T, it is going to be very hard for you to get to that profitability point. And if there is one thing we all want to do as traders this year, is to hit our goals of becoming successful traders. 2025 should genuinely not pass us by. And yeah, I am going to keep on sharing this week, upcoming week, I'll be sharing every trade that I take with you guys here on YouTube and on TikTok as well. So I'm going to leave my TikTok in the description box, and you can follow me on TikTok if you wish. So see you in the next video. Bye.